All right, we are live. We're gonna be making some sprinkle sugar cookies today. I'm so excited. Let me post and let the community know that we are live. All right. Hope everybody is having a great Friday so far. We made it to the weekend. Made it to the weekend. Let's go. Hi, Noodle. Hi, House Cow. How are you guys? Need to get ready to wash up. You got this, Noodle. All right, let's tweet that we're live. And let's post in the Discord server that we're live. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Weekend, it's the weekend. It is the weekend. It is. Where is this? All right, posted there. Let's post in the Discord, and then we're gonna move to the kitchen and make some cookies. We decided last night when we were looking at the fridge that we just have way too much dinner stuff left over to justify me making dinner again on stream. And I was supposed to make Southwest chicken pasta today and a salad and bread. And we still have a whole rack of ribs, a serving of mac and cheese, a serving of smashed potatoes and green beans, a ton of coleslaw, cornbread, some butter chicken, 2 naan breads, and a little bit of the chicken teriyaki and rice. So it's gonna be a fend for yourself / clean out the fridge night here. Where it's gonna be whatever you wanna have, let's have it, let's clean out the fridge. So, hi Jensen, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, so we just decided there was absolutely no point in me making another dinner, so. What do you think of my find being grateful over such a simple thing? Oh my gosh. Crazy. I wish that I could find more lettuce that had the resealable pack. They Can See Me sent me a picture of lettuce that he found, and it has a resealable container. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so jelly. Because I can't seem to find it lately. It's always not in a resealable container, which is so silly. So silly. We're going to do this little pink minion. I think it's cute. Plenty of leftovers for a family of 8. I know, it's literally like a ton. So we're not cooking tonight. I'm going to have some kind of leftovers for lunch after I make cookies. I'm going to have some kind of leftovers for dinner. Last night before the Twitch stream, I made myself some of the leftover risotto because that needed to go first, but yeah. Is this Repo? Yes, this is Repo. Hi, Mikey. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. All right, guys, we're going to move to the kitchen and we're going to be making some sprinkle sugar cookies. The recipe is going to be in the video description. I'll also paste it in Discord, but it's also on adateNightin.com. This is actually an old recipe. Hi, Dana. How's it going? What are the odds that Cinco de Mayo is on a Tuesday? Well, about 1 in 7, right? Hi, Boris. How's it going? Thank you guys so much for coming over to hang out on the YouTube side. Make sure if you haven't already, please like the stream. That helps with distribution of the VOD so that after the video is over, more people are able to watch. Let's pull up chat so I can see what you guys are talking about. Perfect. As a heads up, if you guys are watching on YouTube and you're used to watching on Twitch, there does tend to be a little bit of latency, more so than Twitch. So if I don't answer you for a second, just keep that in mind. There tends to be a little more latency with chat. You're doing great. I'm so glad to hear it. Hi, Balsamic Vinny. Holy moly, it's Kyle. Hello. It's Balsamic Vinny. All right, we're gonna make some sprinkle sugar cookies, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, let me pull up the recipe here, and we will get started. So we're gonna preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect. Hi, Groot. How's baby girl treating you today? Good, thank you, good. Everything is good. My mom and my sister have already, they've already been to both, where were they yesterday? Hi, they're at Sam's Club today. Oh, yesterday they were at Target. They've already called, like yesterday, Target, baby clothes were buy one, get one 50% off. Today they called again from Sam's Club like, hi, we're getting her clothes. Do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like this? So, oh, you're PCL from Twitch, heck yeah. Fell dead asleep last night. Couldn't catch the stream, saw the announcement in Discord. Yes, it's a girl. Baby is a girl and she's healthy. All genetic tests came back normal, which is awesome, and we're so excited. We're so excited. Be careful of the stream going backwards. Yeah, that'll happen. It's good to see you. Yeah, welcome. Goody patootie. All right. So, oh, Goody, do you want a chair? You can't be on the counter, but I'll get you a chair. Yeah, you want a chair? Okay, well, hold. Well, you can't be in the chair while I carry it, silly goose. Hold on. We'll do this. There you go. He wanted to be in it, and I'm like, well, I can't carry you. Crocodile. Yes, I did know that. I did know that. Baby girl gonna be showered with love. Baby girl is all ready. Silver bought the burp cloths last night from the wish list, the plain white ones that we had on there, and then she funded the rest of the bottle drying rack, and then Simply Asian funded the rest of baby girl's bathtub. So, and that stuff's all already here, so we'll open that tonight. If you guys are watching here on the purple side this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna be playing We Gotta Go. Should be fun, and we'll have Tangia's on sale. All right, so we need to get out some baking sheets and line them with parchment paper, and then we need to soften some butter. Oh, hi! You were not the cat that was just there the last time I turned around, but hello. How you doing? You sitting to hang out with Mom? What do you think? Okay. What are you doing? Are you chilling, Rocket Man? Let's get some sheet pans. Yeah? Hi, Grudamus. Sheet pan 1. And we need the mixing bowl. And sheet pan 2. How's everybody's day been going so far? Yeah, it's Rockito. All right. This one is the smaller one, so I gotta fold this. Should I cook up some steak, onion, mushroom first and then noodle and cheese sauce? What order should I add onions and mushrooms? I would definitely cook the onions and mushrooms separate. Set them to the side. I would do the steak last if you're about to eat. I would do onions and mushrooms, set them, get the noodles started, saute the onions and mushrooms, and then take the onions and mushrooms out of the pan. Make the sauce in the pan where you sauteed the mushrooms and onions. And then mix that with the noodles and clean the pan and cook the steak in there. That's how I would do it. We gotta go. We'll have an amazing different meeting when baby arrives. I know, right? Rocket Man's a magician. His latest trick was going from Groot to Rocket. I know, right? Whoa, okay, now he's gone. He's leaving. Okay, so we got our parchment paper lined baking sheets. We got the oven preheated. We need to soften some butter. And then we'll go from there. Let's see. We need 2 sticks of butter, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1 egg, 2 teaspoons vanilla. So let's get out our butter. And we're gonna soften. I'm using unsalted butter, which is what I usually use for baking since I add butter in, but you can, of course, use whatever your preference is. So let's get our 2 sticks of butter. We're gonna put them in a bowl and soften them in the microwave. We don't want them to be fully melted, but just softened. Hi, Aspinator, how's it going? Love the sweatshirt, thanks. It was like $5 from Shein. Thank you, Radio. I appreciate you. We're super excited. And baby girl is healthy with no genetic abnormalities, and that is wonderful. Huh, Rockito? You say yeah? Rocket, can you say, it's a girl? Rocket Man, come here. No, he's not dealing with mom's antics today. He's not about it. I went down a rabbit hole of baby shopping this morning. Oh my gosh. I spent some time with Funky before he went to work. Talked to my mom on FaceTime. I talked to my sister on the phone for a while. My dad. Talked to my mom and sister again. Did a lot of baby shopping online. Should I DM you for the protein pancakes recipe? Can you just send a message saying reminder and I'll post it in the Discord? Yeah, if you send me a message and remind me, because I will probably forget. I could use a warm cookie right now. When would a warm cookie not make your day better? You know? Bacardi's gonna have a bestie. I know, I told her we're less outnumbered now. We got 4 boys in the house. We're less outnumbered now. All right, gotta get the mixer. Hi, Adam. Plug our mixer in. Get the mixing bowl installed. All right, we got our softened butter. A little bit melted, but not the whole thing melted. I'm actually home and in bed. Started out fine at work, almost passed out again. I've been sleeping since I got home. Refused to be sick again. My boss made it positive, gave me PTO. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you feel better. Hope that you feel better. I'll be fine. Fair enough. All right, we're gonna put 1.5 cups of granulated sugar in there with an egg. This is a 3/4 cup measuring cup, so we'll do 2 of these. 1 and 2. What's everybody got planned for this weekend? Are you guys being productive? Are you relaxing? Are you touching grass? Do you have fun plans? What's the vibe? Are you cooking or baking anything delicious? I'm gonna get out an egg. Yeah, we just have so many leftovers that we couldn't justify me making another dinner. So it's clean out the fridge day for us. And we decided that we will have me go live and make some cookies instead, because baby girl would love a sprinkle cookie. Hope you feel better. Oh, thank you for sending good vibes to Aspie. I was surprised to find out through Discord Silver missed the announcement. Yeah, Silver was there, and then I did the prediction for like 20 minutes, and when the prediction expired, I caught up on chat, and I was waiting for Funky because he wanted to be there when I told you guys, but our neighbor stopped by to have a beer with him and brought cigars, so he took longer than he planned on. And he wasn't ready, and everybody was like, we're dying, tell us, tell us, tell us. Take care, Noodle. I'm off of the weekend from work. Nice. Tomorrow, if I'm better, I'm supposed to join my cousin and mom at the Jays game. Well, hopefully you feel up to it, but don't push yourself. Nothing. I star house dog sitting tomorrow. Oh, nice. For how long? All right, so we got our softened butter and our granulated sugar whipped together. It's nice and light and fluffy. Now we need to add in an egg and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. This is the point where if you wanted to make your cookies a different flavor, you could add almond extract, you could add cake batter extract, whatever you like, or both. All right, so we got a little bit of homemade vanilla. We're just gonna use pretty much the rest of that. And then we have 1 egg. And we're gonna mix that in, and then we'll scrape down the sides of the bowl. Wash my hands off. Sunday I aim to decorate my yard for summer. Nice. What all does that entail? Till May 3rd. Oh dang, you're house sitting for a while then. I need to know, milk or semi-sweet chocolate chips? Depends on the cookie. Usually milk, because Funky prefers milk chocolate, so I just kind of opt for whatever most people will eat. Because a lot of times when I make cookies, I'll eat like 1 or 2 and then I'm over it. And he'll eat the rest of them. Or take them to work. All right, this is looking good. Nice and creamy. We're gonna scrape down the sides of the bowl, but I need a rubber spatula from the clean dishwasher. Just make sure everything is incorporated. Nice and light and fluffy. A can of mushrooms. It depends on how big the can is. April school vacation. That's so strange that so many people have this big break in April. When I was a kid, we never had that. Sugar all over my hands still. Hi Caps! Patio furniture. Theme is take flight, so I have butterflies and bird decorations. Nice. Okay, so now we need to do the dry ingredients. We need flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. And then we'll roll the cookie dough in sprinkles. So let's get flour, baking soda, baking powder, and we'll measure those out. Hi Charlene, how are you? I haven't had lunch yet. I had protein pancakes for breakfast though. What'd you have for lunch, Adam? All right, we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I'll rinse that out. Doing good? Heck yeah. I'm glad to hear that. All right. We need 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and we need some salt. And then while I'm in here, I'm gonna get out our sprinkles. I'm gonna do some with chocolate sprinkles and some with rainbow sprinkles. Hi, Mr. Design, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Your mom's a nerd. What? Who said that? All right, we're gonna get a spoon and a knife to measure out our flour. If you guys are keeping up with the daily updates, by the way, we are at 55.7% of level 1 watch time hours on YouTube and 42% of level 2. We met the Plus program goal, which is awesome. So we are getting a 60-40 split with Twitch until May of 2027. She is a nerd. How goes it? It's good, it's good. I was supposed to make dinner on stream today, but we just have way too many leftovers, so we decided that I would still go live and make a dessert instead, rather than canceling. But we just can't justify me making another dinner. We need to clean the fridge out tonight. It's gonna be a fend for yourself and eat whatever's left that you feel like you want, because we have tons of leftovers. And a lot of them like need to go like today, so. All right, that is 2 total cups of flour. And then we need a 3/4 cup. How about you, Mr. Design? How's it going for you? Slowly start to mix that in. And then our cookie dough is gonna get rolled in sprinkles. So we're gonna get out 2 little dishes to roll the sprinkles in. Ooh, I need to restock my flour. Oh, also I forgot salt. Surprise, the ribs are still left, yeah. What happened was the day I made the ribs, right after stream, it wasn't really early enough for us to eat dinner, but I was starving. And so I had some of the leftover pizza, and Funky joined me in having leftover pizza. And then later that night, because that was essentially his lunch, which became my dinner. I wasn't hungry again later that night, and he ate a rack of the ribs, which I did not join him in, so that's why we have leftovers. I need cookies, but I don't need cookies. The story of my life. So far so good, work was easy and it rained, so I ended early. Hell yeah. I just checked, the playlist is still playing again, said you are awesome, I appreciate you. Guys, if you are looking to help us to support the channel for free, you can be watching our YouTube videos. We have a playlist called Path to Monetization. Showing up here to the live helps. Watching the videos on the Path to Monetization helps. And we are building hours every day. We're trying to get monetized before baby girl gets here in October. All right, so we have our cookie dough. I'll bring this over there and y'all can see what the consistency looks like a little better. Gotta love getting out of work early on a Friday, Mr. Design. That's awesome. If you guys haven't already liked the live stream, please do me a favor and like the live stream. Helps distribute the VOD later on. Okay, let's put the mixer back. All right, so cookie dough looks like that. And we're gonna get out 2 dishes for the sprinkles. Some rainbow ones. Already seen them too many times. The shorts show up on the normal list. Fair enough. Well, you don't have to technically actively watch them for it to help us. You could, like, you know, pull it up on a device and, you know. But I appreciate you. All right, we are going to put the sprinkles back in the pantry. And we're gonna get started on rolling our cookies in the sprinkles. I'm gonna bring this tray over. The oven is preheated, which is perfect. All right, so we got a ball of sugar cookie dough. Into the sprinkles. And we're just gonna repeat that process. Now we'll do one in the rainbow sprinkles. All right, and we just keep repeating. Nothing crazy. She makes a list of things she's gonna make me cook. I love that. I love that it's make you cook them versus her cooking them. That's great. This cookie dough luckily doesn't really need to be chilled. If you wanted to chill it, you could chill it for a couple minutes. But you really don't have to. It holds together pretty well. And you can do whatever kind of sprinkles are your favorite. This is fun because you can do them seasonally. So you can do like, you know, spring colors. You could do ones for Halloween, for Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, whatever you like. What's up, Groot? Uh-huh. Rocket's getting a snack. I'm sure he'll be back to play in just a minute. I know. Need to get back on pulling Kyle content up to play. Yes, it helps so much. We're over halfway there on level 1. All right, so we got our first tray. What's up, Groot? Excuse me. What's up, buddy? You okay? Let's get a picture for the thumbnail. This in crushed Heath bar sounds good. That would be good. Heck yeah. All right, tray 1's in the oven. Those will bake for about 7 to 9 minutes. Groot was like, you took back the chair. No, more like, Rocket, come back down the hallway to play with me. Level 1 YouTube monetization, we get the ability to put a merch shelf directly on the YouTube page. So people subscribe to the channel do not have to go to Fourth Wall to buy merch. They can buy it directly on the YouTube page without leaving this link. We will also get the ability during live streams to receive memberships, which are the equivalent of subscriptions on Twitch. We will get the ability to receive super chats, which are like the equivalent of bits on Twitch. And then at level 2, we get monetized ads. In our ad feed, we'll make ad revenue from our videos. So you get 3 things at level 1 and then 1 more thing at level 2. Nose is itchy at a really inconvenient time. Fourth Wall fulfills the order, yes, but they don't have to like seek out, oh, does this channel have a merch store? And then go to the link and make a purchase. It'll give them like a little like bar where they can make purchases via Fourth Wall integrated into YouTube. And they don't even have to leave YouTube to do it. So yeah, it'll still be the same merch like you guys purchase via Fourth Wall if you make a merch purchase, but it just allows it to be integrated where it advertises on our YouTube channel that we have merch without people having to seek out the link to find it, and then also click the link and go and make a purchase. Didn't know monetizing meant all at once. Nope, that's why we've been sharing the hours and what we're reaching at, what we've been reaching with each level. So we are at 55% of level 1 and 42% of level 2. So yeah, there's 2 different levels. We need, to reach both levels, we need a total of 4,000 hours of watch time between live streams and our horizontally oriented videos, or 3 million short views in 90 days. So you have to either get 10 million short views. For level 1, you need 3 video uploads, 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch time hours on horizontally oriented videos, whether they're live or just normal uploads, in a 1-year period, or 3 million short views in a 90-day period. For level 2, you need 4,000 hours in a 365-day period, but you don't have to earn 3,000 and then another 4,000. You have to earn 3,000 and then another 1,000. So the hours are counting towards both level 1 and level 2 at the same time. Once we reach level 1, we only need 1,000 more hours to do it. We were on a really good path of getting like 30 to 40 hours in a day, and it was going to take like 2.5 months, but that has since fallen down significantly, which is unfortunate. So right now, to get level 1, we are at 1,672 out of 3,000. So let's just say we take that out. We need 1,328 watch time hours. If we average 30 hours in a day, it'll take 44 days. If we average, let's say we average 20 hours in a day, it'll take 66 days. So we still have time. We have 172 days until the baby gets here. So yeah, so that's what I mean when I say level 1 and level 2. Well, we are at 1,672 watch time hours towards monetization, and we have reached 354,000 shorts views in the last 90 days, but we would have to reach 3 million. So we're only at 10% of the shorts views. We're like 55% of the long-term video or the long-form video views, so we're closer. You don't have to reach both, just one. Realizing that there's this many people that didn't know what the levels are and that there are levels, I think I should make a long kind of announcement post in Discord explaining that. All right, tray number 2 going in. Let's get out a 3rd tray. Since we have the technology. Think you drank too much water? What? All right, we're gonna need more sprinkles. Okay, put the parchment paper back. Why'd you drink too much water? I feel bloated. Oh no. All right, we're gonna finish off the chocolate sprinkles. Pour a little bit more of the rainbow sprinkles in, and we're just gonna keep scooping cookies. All right. Into the chocolate. Chocolate! Do you guys like sprinkles? 1's in the chat for yes, 2's in the chat for no. Game night VODs on a second channel help or hurt the process? I think it would hurt the process because it would mean that we need people to seek out a whole separate channel to watch it, because it's not based on like IP address, it's just per channel. So if we wanted to get monetized on a second channel, we would have to build a whole channel and get the same thing we need on this channel. So it would just be like starting from scratch. The other thing is I think it would confuse people, and people would be like, oh, well, we're trying to get monetized there, so let's go support that because it's new, and then they may stop supporting here, if that makes sense. The other thing I would have to do is either A, get rid of Tangia, Blurp, stream stickers, etc., or find a way to get rid of all of that audio from the VOD, which will make the VODs kind of silly because then I'll just be reacting to all these sounds verbally, but no one will be able to hear them. If that makes sense. That's why I've started making more videos outside of the live streams here, just so there's other things to watch. All right, we got one more tray set up. Preferred jimmies. What do you consider to be the difference? Like the little circle ones versus like long sprinkles? Because I've heard people call these jimmies. But that's a Pittsburgh thing. From my understanding. I've had a lot of people suggest that I put the Twitch VODs up here for people to have more stuff to watch. I could do that. I just have to take out all the copywritten audio, which means I have to change all but 3 of my alerts, because all of my alerts, except for the ones that are made out of Funky's music, have copywritten audio. I would have to remove Blurp, Tangia, etc. from the VOD as well. And it would just be talking and music, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but I don't know. I don't know. And also, like, putting the Twitch VODs on here doesn't make it go any faster if people aren't watching them, if that makes sense. You guys like sprinkles? Dana does, Caps does, heck yeah. Since the baby, you see more revenue on Twitch? No, not really. I mean, we had a good month last month, but the months vary so much. It's still so far down from what we used to make years ago. Like our revenue on Twitch now is easily half or less of what we used to make. Which is why I'm trying to build an audience on another platform too, because I need to make this sustainable so I don't have to put baby girl in daycare and go and get a job and quit content creation. Could I go and get a job and put baby girl in daycare and try to do content creation on the side? Sure. Do I think that's sustainable? Probably not. So I think if I ever had to give up and get a job, I'd probably just be done. For the most part. You know, I may stream here and there or something like that, but it wouldn't be all the time. Funfetti with strawberry. Ooh, funfetti with strawberry would be so good. All right, we're trying to prepare some extra ones for when that tray comes out of the oven. Yeah, that's why you guys see me doing 2 streams a day and things like that, is building hours so that we can make this more sustainable for when baby girl is here. Because, you know, I have no way of knowing what her sleep schedule and eating schedule and all that's gonna be like. So the days of me doing like, you know, 7-8 hour streams are done when she gets here for the most part. So we will make the most of the time that we have while we're live, and they will just be shorter. I'll still be streaming, it just won't be like, you know, lots of 7-8 hour days. Trying to use up as many sprinkles as we can on these last couple of cookies. Move these over so I can get the sprinkles at the bottom. Baby food stream. There will be, when baby's able to eat solids, baby food streams, for sure. Be a whole new era. A whole new era. All kinds of new content. Like, all right, baby's napping, let's stream. I gotta get this dough off my hands. Like I said, I'll still be streaming. It'll just be shorter streams, maybe more interruptions, you know. Because I'll be home by myself with the baby pretty much all the time, so. All right. We have used up all the dough and all the sprinkles. We still have a ton of dough balls left. Let's get this first tray out. Oh yeah, those look great. Let's move this second tray up to the top rack, and we'll put tray number 3 in. All right, we need a cooling rack for these bad boys. But real quick, I'll bring them over and show you guys. Cookies! Janelle did it and still does, so you got this. 100%, 100%. I plan to. Like I said, it doesn't mean I won't stream. It just means we won't have, you know, 12-hour streams or 7-hour days unless Funky's home or something like that. Still be streaming. There'll just be more interruptions, and they won't be quite as long. But we will make it work. We will make it work. Plenty of moms do it. Janelle is one great example. All right. I'll see you later on the purple side. I gotta go run errands. Take care, House Cow. Thanks for hanging. All right, we're gonna put on this tray some of our cookie dough balls. Put this tray in. All right, perfect. We got some delicious sprinkle sugar cookies. Do you prefer rainbow or chocolate? Depends on my mood. Depends on my mood. Excuse me. You love rainbow sprinkles? Yeah, for me it just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I like both. Especially for like birthdays and special occasions, I like rainbow just because they're fun, you know? Oh yeah. These are gonna be warm, but I want a taste test. Delicious. Delicious. So good. Thank you for the bless you, Dana. And don't forget, the recipe will be in the video description. It's also on datenightin.com. You can go to the cookie section or search cookies. And it's in my St. Patrick's Day, my Easter, my patriotic. It's the same recipe, just different color sprinkles. So good. All right. We need another cooling rack for when the next tray comes out so we can put the remaining 6 cookie dough balls on the tray. These still need a minute. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna pull this tray out for a moment because it doesn't want to close with that in there. What is your favorite cookie, everybody? Ice cream cookie sandwiches, that would be so good with these. 100%. That would be so good. Got my ride faster than I expected. Well, we love when that happens. We love when that happens. So here's a closer up version of what they look like. And then there's a chocolate one. So good. I have sprinkle dye all over my hands. All over my hands. Oh my gosh, it's so funny seeing the tablet watch it back. This is so delayed. In comparison to Twitch, the latency is wild. And I think like I have it set to as low as it can possibly go. From my knowledge of it. I second ice cream sandwiches. Yes, it'd be so good. How many of you have ever made your own ice cream sandwiches? One of the really cool ways to do it is to take like a pint of ice cream and get a really sharp knife and slice through it. So like turn the pint on its side. So like this is the pint standing up, turn it, right? And then slice through and put your cookies on. So good. Typically lesser drivers are out in my area at this time. Oh, there you go. At least it worked out. Definitely love hearing that you have to wait less time than more time, right? One second, texting my sister back. Couldn't you reserve a time? I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. It's a little different, I'm sure, in every country. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, yikes. Dropped it on my cookie. All right. Noodle, when it's not Ramadan, how often do you go to the mosque? Despite being safe here, the eeriness sometimes? What do you mean? What about the eeriness? I can and I wasn't sure if I was going out or not in the first place. Makes sense. Got you. Got you, got you. This specific one happens once every end of the month. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, is this tray done yet? Yeah. Okay, perfect. That tray's done. I'm gonna move the bottom tray up to the top rack. Put this tray in. These ones are gonna go on the cooling rack, and then we'll be able to get the last couple. Onto the baking sheet. So far I've made 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This is gonna make 32 cookies for the size that I did, which is pretty good. Usually I'm able to get 2 to 2.5 dozen or so. All right, and then this tray is perfect for 6 more. But we need some room in the oven first, so we'll wait for the next tray to come out. Hi, Rocket. What's up? Do you want to come say hi? Come on. You come say hi to everyone? Come on. Come on. You want to come sit for Rocket? Rocket? Rocket sit? Come on. Rocket sits here. Come on, look. Rocket, you sit here. Rocket, you sit here. No, 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 don't get on the counter. No, no, no. Does the baby get her sugar cookie? Oh, of course. Come here, you have to come on the stool. Come on. Oh, okay. Well, then get off the counter. You have to either sit on the stool or get off the counter. You don't get to stand there. Thank you. He doesn't want to cooperate. Hi, you can't be on the counter. Come here. Rocket sits here. Here? For Rakito? Good boy. There we go. Say hi, chat. Do those cookies smell good, huh? Cookies smell good, don't they? Say, baby girl's starting to pop, isn't she? Say hi. Say, baby. Say, it's a girl and we're so excited. We're so excited. You sit down, get cozy. How do you get cozy? Good boy, that's so cozy. I swear they know what I'm saying. They know what I'm saying, they have to. I mean, how often do you tell a cat get cozy and then they listen? Are you cozy? You cozy? Where'd you go, Grudimus? All right. How's this top tray doing? They still need a minute or two. We getting there though. What do you think? What do you think? Starting to see a bump? Yep, starting to get one. My sister said she popped at, her bump started really showing at 16 weeks and I'm 15 and a half, so. Kind of using that as a guide because she carried very similarly to the way my mom carried. And they say genetics determine how you're likely to carry your baby, like the way that your mother carried babies is most likely to be the way that you carry. So if my sister had a very similar experience to my mom and popped at about 16, I probably will as well. I'm starting to. I also ate right before stream, and after I eat is usually when baby's popping the most. By the end of the day, especially. I can pre-book to ride with somebody going to the same direction as me or just book a normal ride. Oh, okay, so that's what makes it sketchy is booking to share. Yeah, you never know who you're getting in a shared car. Right, Rocket? You've never taken an Uber, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Good boy. Baby bump pants coming soon? Yeah. I bought one pair of pajama pants at Walmart that are kind of stretchy and 2 pairs of athletic shorts. And then I bought a pair of maternity leggings. I got these leggings with the gift card that we got from chat. These are just a size up. They're not maternity, but they're a size up from my normal leggings, so I've got room. I got a pair of maternity leggings. I got a couple pairs of maternity pants. Got a couple stretchy dresses. I'm trying not to buy everything maternity though, because I don't want to not be able to wear that stuff afterwards if I never get blessed enough to have another baby. So trying to just buy like stretchy stuff and stuff that is a size up so that I can still utilize it after the baby's here. But I did buy a couple pairs of maternity pants for the stretch. All right, those need a minute. They're getting fluffy in there, huh? Maternity pants are not sweatpants, no. They're pants that have like stretch on the side so they grow with the bump. Or pants that have like an extra piece of material that covers the bump. So they're like elastic here, but they could be like jeans, they could be dress pants, they could be whatever. So, yeah. So they don't have to be sweatpants, no. Just a style of pant. Just a style. What do you think, Rocket Man? What do you think? But yeah, baby's growing a lot more in this trimester than she was in first, so the bump is gonna start growing exponentially. And baby's the size of a pear this week. And next week, she will be the size of a big avocado. A big avocado. Rocket, can we not? Let's turn you around so everybody's not watching you lick your crotch. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to be seen on stream now? Well, you're just over here licking your crotch and all. You're a silly boy. All right. That tray's done. Let's put our final tray. Actually, no. We're gonna pull these ones up to the top rack. Put these on the bottom. This tray was all sprinkle sugar cookies. Yummy! You say yummy? Those smell good, don't they? Too bad cookies are not for cats. Sorry, Rocket. Sorry, Rocket. You want to be turned back around so everybody can see you, Mr. Ham? Huh? He just wants all the attention, huh? Huh? Say, of course. Of course. Do, 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 do. Poor Rakito. He's fine. Don't worry about him. He's fine. He's living his very best life. He's living his very best life. Aren't you wrecking, man? Huh? Oh, what are you doing? He's such a ham. Oh my gosh. You're such a ham, aren't you? Yes, yes, yes. My cats would protest, would they? Hi. You good boy. What do you think? He's just chilling. He is loafing, right? Better than living out by the restaurant, right? Better than living outside, scrounging for food. Your life is so hard. You got turned around where nobody got to see your cute face. His life is so difficult. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. All right, we got 2 trays left in the oven. We're slowly getting there. That's the thing about cookies is that like when you make a big batch, it's just pulling trays in and out of the oven the entire time. So you're just like tray in, tray out, tray in, tray out. Tray goes in, comes out, goes to the cooling rack. Tray goes in, comes out, goes to the cooling rack. And it's just repeat that whole process until everything is done. We're gonna move these into a stacked things. We have room on the cooling rack for the next set. These actually probably don't need to go on the cooling rack. We're probably okay. And we'll put that in the sink so that we can get that into the dishwasher. And this can go in the sink too. And the nice thing about this cookie recipe is that it doesn't make that many dishes. We used the mixing bowl, a measuring cup, a measuring spoon, a cooling rack. It wasn't too bad. Groot's being quiet. He's exploring. He's about to jump on top of the fridge, I think. What are you doing, Grooty? What are you doing? They're usually pretty chill. Like, they'll eat lunch and then they'll run around for like an hour and some change and get their energy out, like the zoomies out, and then go from there. Are you giving them away to Funky's work? Maybe. We'll see how many Funky wants. It also will depend. He may have an extra day off tomorrow. They're kind of restructuring some stuff at work, so he may end up having an unplanned day off tomorrow. This tray is done. We're gonna move our final tray to the top rack. And don't forget, guys, tonight on the purple side, we are playing We Gotta Go. We will have Tangia's on sale. Should be super fun. We Gotta Go is a new game that came out. The devs sent me 2 codes. I took one and gave one to Funky. And the game is essentially like a repo-esque game. It's a co-op survival game. We have to get through the haunted mansion in the game and find the bathroom key before our characters have an accident, which is hysterical. Hysterical. Oh, Groot's up top of the cabinet. Hi, Groot. Yep, he's above the coffee maker. Has work picked up for Funky a lot? It has a fair bit, yeah. It's busy right now. Well, here's the thing. It was busy for the time around Easter because a lot of people were on spring break. And then it slows down a little bit, except for the weekends. And then it'll be busy when school lets out around Memorial Day through until he takes paternity leave. And then when he takes paternity leave, it'll slow down a little bit until like the week before Thanksgiving. And it'll be busy at the end of November
It'll be slow in December until Christmas break. So it's like usually busy from like around spring break fairly consistently until Halloween. And a lot of people come down for Halloween for like the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party at Disney. People come down for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. They come down for Hallowscream at Busch Gardens. And then it'll slow down until Thanksgiving break. And then it'll slow down for a couple weeks, a little bit until Christmas break. It'll be busy through the new year. So, and then it'll be super slow in January and February usually, until like mid-March. So it has ups and downs. Funky is gonna be like, not cool economy. I got a baby to prepare for. Yeah. You know, it just depends, because they also have this program where they partner with a timeshare company, which is good for the aspect that it brings more clients and customers to the resort. But it's bad because those customers are only coming because they got a free vacation for sitting through the timeshare presentation, so they don't really have the money to be on vacation, so they're not people who tip. And then there's also a lot of people who come from other countries, and the customs in the other countries is that you don't tip because servers make a wage where they don't really have to get tips. So it's, you know, there's a little bit of mix here and there, but it just kind of depends. Glowing, thank you. Is he able to use paid leave? He'll be able to use any of the sick days that he has, but the sick days that he has will essentially just cover our health insurance coming out of his paycheck. Basically, once he takes paternity leave, every paycheck they charge him a portion of our health insurance for me and him. And if he's not working, he will owe money to the company. So he will be using his Rocket. What? What? Come here. Come here. He will be using his paid sick days to cover our health insurance payments so that we don't owe money to them when he's not working. But no, he does not have a paid paternity leave. So we will both be unpaid the entire time, which is stressful, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. That's why we're working so hard before baby girl gets here, to save. And that's why you guys see me doing multiple streams in a day and lots of streams, and people keep encouraging me to take days off, and I'm like, guys, there's gonna be lots of days off when baby girl gets here. So yeah, his work does not offer paid paternity leave. He's an hourly employee. So hourly employee. Sorry, one of my friends just texted me back about the news about it being a girl. We wish he could use paid leave, but no. No such thing. No such thing. We'll do a handful of, after we get the hang of baby girl, and I'm a little bit recovered, we'll do a handful of some streams. Like Funky might pop on and make us dinner or something, but they definitely won't be super long ones. Right in the beginning when we're getting no sleep and I'm recovering. So. Sometimes Kyle is too tired and falls asleep on us. I fell asleep once. Yeah, I took a nap last week and canceled stream. But honestly, the reason I ended up being too tired is because I was burnt out. Like I shared last week, it's very difficult to just constantly receive bad news. And it feels like a lot of the time everybody comes in to be like, oh, this is a safe space. Let me just share all these awful things that are going on for me because it's a safe space. Which is all well and good, except for then I just receive everybody's stress. And so few people come in to share their good news, and then it just doesn't balance out right. So, honestly, I think last week when I fell asleep and didn't stream, it's because my body was like, yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to. Can I have a cookie? Of course you can. Of course you can. We got plenty. Last tray's in the oven if you want a warm one. Those are almost done. I would imagine a cookie like this is probably not very common where you live, Noodle. Would I be correct in thinking that? It's probably too sweet for that part of the world. Can I have all the cookies? No. Pause, Trey. How dare. Jesus, the sourdough starter's doing good. I need to get into making some sourdough bread to freeze. The only problem with sourdough is that it's such a process. It takes like 2 days for the bread to be ready. Like, you'll make the dough, you let it rise overnight, doing some stretch and folds throughout. Well, basically, you make it, do some stretch and folds for a couple hours, let it rise overnight, then you shape it, then it goes to cold proof in the fridge for like at least 8 hours, and then you take it back out and bake it. Have something similar? Fair enough. Any new cravings lately? Not consistent ones. Lately it's been more of like, for instance, Lisa recently was talking about burgers and I was like, ooh, a burger sounds good. And then we had burgers for dinner the next night. So it's a lot of like, I'll hear something, I'll see something, we'll talk about something, and I'm like, I have to have that. And my brain keeps thinking about it until I have it. But fruit has still been a really consistent one, bananas in particular. I put hot sauce on a lot more things than I used to. But yeah. All right, and our final tray is done. We successfully made 32 sprinkle sugar cookies. This one was one where I saw like a picture on Pinterest and I was like, yep, I need a sugar cookie. Or I've never tried sourdough bread before. Oh, you haven't? It's delicious. I'll have to post the recipe that Chef Nagin gave me for how she makes sourdough in the Discord. And then that way, if you ever wanted to try it. Huzzah. Make sure if you guys haven't liked this video that you hit that like button. It helps with distributing the VOD. And if you happen to be watching this and you're not subscribed, subscriptions are free. They're like a follow. Super fun. All right, so these just need to cool for a few minutes and I'll store them in an airtight container. We'll definitely be sending some of these to work with Funky, I think, because some of these are giant and we have tons left. Baby is living through Kyle. Yup, quite literally. Quite literally. That do be the idea. That do be the idea. So I know it isn't exactly what we planned on doing this afternoon, but it worked out, I think. Still able to go live for a little bit and make something delicious. And I will, of course, put pictures of the cookies in the thumbnail, and the recipe will be included in the video description as well. But it's a really simple recipe, and I make it for lots of different holidays because there's so many different ways that you can make it. Should have made a cookie taco. I haven't done cookie tacos in a long time. I would have to probably deep clean the oven racks. I usually don't bake directly on the rack, but I would want to clean them pretty carefully before I did something like that because I don't have an oven safe way to cook them. All of my taco holders, I guess I could do it in a muffin tin, but all of my taco holders are not oven safe. They are plastic. But we could turn them into ice cream sandwiches though. That would be delicious. Huzzah. I think muffin tin would probably be the easiest way to do that without having to clean the oven rack. Have you made a pancake taco? Oh yeah, we've done pancake tacos. We did pancake breakfast tacos with bacon and eggs in them, and then we drizzled them with syrup. They were so good. So yummy. So yummy. All right. So like I said, I will put the recipe in the video description. I will put some pictures in the thumbnail. If you guys are watching this video and you're not subscribed, I would love if you hit the subscribe button so that you can stay tuned for all the future content. Like we said earlier, we're building lots of watch time. We are at 55.7% of level 1 watch time and 42% of the hours we need for level 2. If you missed earlier when we were talking about this, level 1 monetization on YouTube includes the ability to receive memberships, which are like subscriptions if you watch on the purple side, super chats, which are like bits if you watch on the purple side, and then also the ability to link our merch store with a shelf directly on the YouTube page for people to purchase. And then once we reach level 2, we get ad revenue from our videos. We are at 55.7% of level 1 and 42% of level 2, so we're getting there. I would bake the cookie like normal when it comes out, slowly put it over a curved surface like a soda can. Ooh, I don't know if these are durable enough for that. I don't think so. I think they would have to be baked like into a taco holder for this specific one. Hi, Real Deck, how's it going? You haven't had homemade sugar cookies in 10 years? Oh my gosh. You need a homemade sugar cookie. Hi, Rocket. All right, hi, also autofocus. Gonna need you to chill. Gonna need you to chill. Who's keeping up with the NFL draft, by the way? Anybody? Anybody? Classic chocolate chip. Ooh, that would be good. See you later. Enjoy lunch, a little snug session with the kitties and a nap. I may take a nap. We'll see. I wanted to take a nap yesterday, and I didn't take a nap because I couldn't sleep. I was too excited about finding out that baby's a girl. Sugar cookies are no bueno. What? No way. Sugar cookies are delicious. They're delicious. But I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out. Gotta go now. Take care, Noodle. Thank you guys so much for hanging this afternoon. We will at some point stream the Southwest chicken pasta on here. Since we had so many leftovers, we just decided that it was not necessary for me to make food and we just would make dessert instead. But I appreciate you guys so much. Hi, NMD. Watched it last night. All picks were defensive picks. Got you. Yeah, I know Mortal and LHR were watching it while we were playing Super Battle Golf, so they were telling me a little bit about what was going on. I'm catching the end, but hi. Hi! How was the field trip? Was it good? Well, Tennessee Titans need a lot of help. I'm trying to keep up. Dang. Yeah, I ended up realizing we had way too many leftovers last night, NMD, so tonight's going to be a fend for yourself / clean out the fridge night, but we made sugar cookies instead because baby wanted a sprinkle sugar cookie. So I did try a cookie. They're good. I ate half a cookie. I'm saving the second half of my cookie for after my lunch because I need to eat something with some protein instead of a cookie. And then I can finish my cookie. The activity on the trip was good. The kids were not. Oh, no. Well, at least it's Friday, and that means you get to relax for the weekend and get a little reset before you have to go back to the nonsense. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. I will be live on the purple side this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern if you want to come hang over there. I will keep you posted about when the next YouTube stream is going to be. I'm trying to do a couple a week. This is day 3 in a row of 2-a-day streams so that we can build hours. But I appreciate you guys so freaking much. Hope you have a fabulous rest of your afternoon. And again, remember, if you haven't already liked this video, like the video and subscribe to the channel because it's free.